I am Jill Moniz, and I run Quotidian Gallery.
I am Deb Clouderman, and I run Clouderman Gallery in Los Angeles. We're both in Los Angeles.
That's right, and this is Site LA, our new YouTube channel. So, let's get started. Tell me why you do what you do.
Gosh, I do what I do because I believe that it is incredibly powerful and important to continue to designate physical space for art that translates into psychological and community space. That's why I do it.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
And how many artists are in your stable? Do people still say stable?
I feel like people say program or
Program,
roster more
your
than they
roster.
say. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a little. One of my artists, somebody said stable to her, and she actually whinnied like a horse, which is when I realized that maybe artists don't love that term as much as they used to. 16. Yeah.
And how do you select those artists?
A lot of it is doing a ton of studio visits and also recommendations from people that I trust and know that, if they think I should see someone, even if it's not going to be the right fit for me, often it sparks something creatively. And how about you?
I don't have any.
I know.
I don't have a
Talk about
roster
it.
because I am more interested in building visual literacy than I am in building a roster, a program that has the same artists. I'm interested in the way that different artists articulate certain themes and putting those works side by side and in different ways so that the community, anyone, my storefront space, can come off the street and see this work and read it and understand that they can have their own personal connection to it.
Absolutely.
So I think, support artists, and I do a lot with artists that don't necessarily show in my space, but I'm an advocate for, a supporter, a cheerleader. I'm totally there, but I just don't have a roster.
Yeah.
So my space is more of a project space.
Right. Starting conversations that are more about the interaction of these artists and works.
Right.
Have you found in having that space that doing these group shows instead of the traditional solo shows has maybe made it more inviting for community to come in and less?
I think so, but I think it is not inviting for collectors.
Right.
It's inviting for community, and that's totally fine with me because that was my objective from the very beginning. But I think it's confusing for people.
Yeah.
Because it is a gallery, but it's also a project space.
Yeah.
I had this great idea that I would do this work and people would rush to support it.
Yeah.
Thinking that, this is LA and all this vibrancy in the art world and people would be really excited, and that was an epic fail.
Yeah.
So I had to really start thinking about it in terms of a gallery where I could sell work to sustain the space.
Yes, absolutely.
And so that's confusing, I think, for people, but not for community.
Right.
Just wants to come and interact. And I'm open for art walk, and hundreds of people come through, and that's really exciting for me. But in terms of collectors, it's a little problematic.
Potential patrons. And
Right.
I think, patronage in Los Angeles is a little bit difficult to navigate, and so much of what we all love about LA and have loved about LA for so long is that it does not function with the same level of top-down direction that places with very long histories of patronage, like New York and Paris. Exactly. So it feels like there is more space for artists to start their own thing. There's more space for curators to start something new. But at the same time, it's kind of a difficult dynamic because there is never quite enough patronage to support all of the exciting things that are happening. And so,
But all of those exciting things are making more and more galleries open and want to come to LA from New York, from London, from Hong Kong, wherever, and come and be in this space because there's so much, of a dynamic, really pulsating energy of art
absolutely.
here. And so you know, I'm not sure how I feel a lot of the time that I'm contributing to that vitality, but at the same time, you know, I'm paving my own road to ruin because I know that I can't possibly, you know, attract the kind of patronage that large galleries that are coming in from LA
Right.
can and do.
Yeah. And a number of those larger spaces, I think, have come into LA. It's sort of defensively because space here is much less expensive than what they're used to, and though still expensive for everybody else. And then they don't necessarily have to share some of their major artists with Los Angeles representation because if they have a location in LA, you know, that takes care of that.
Right.
Yeah.
So what do you think was your forecast for LA, the art scene, maybe the gallery scene
Yeah.
for the next 2 years, 12 months, 2 years, who knows?
I mean, I think a lot of spaces are closing, and I think that there is going to have to be a push for more collaborative efforts between people who are doing the kind of work that we want to do, because the model, as it is, doesn't provide enough support for either gallerists or artists consistently. So I think that there is going to be a bit of a shakeup as people recognize that the only way to really compete and create support and community is by working together. That's my hope. I don't know if that's a real forecast.
Do you think that there is going to be any equity in the art world in LA?
Oh gosh.
2020 and beyond?
Yeah, I mean, it's a very tough question because there is a lot of money here, and there are all of the necessary sort of pieces are in play for that to be possible, and yet, you know, there are a very small number of collectors and patrons relative to the size of the city who are both able and interested in
Right.
supporting the arts in that way. So that makes access to that equity feel less possible than we might hope. Yeah. What do you think? What's your projection for?
I think that you are right that, I mean, a lot of galleries are closing and I think that as we come into some difficult times economically and with the election, that it's quite possible that we're going to see a lot of closures of
Yeah.
small spaces.
Yeah.
And I wonder if these mega galleries are going to feel as invested when those spaces close, because it's not as if they're in competition already
Yeah.
for those patrons, but it is the energy of the city that these small galleries sustain.
Yeah.
And so it's curious. I'm waiting
Yeah.
to see.
Waiting, watching, observing.
I'm still doing my thing.
Yeah.
Like
Exactly.
you. And maybe, you know, as we move on in this conversation,
Yeah.
we'll see, we can keep tapping in and see what happens.
Yeah.
Okay. Good to talk to you.
Pause.